All right, everybody, welcome back to Blueprints, where I locked in. Now, give me a second to show you. But I spent some time last night just going over everything we have. Almost everything we have, or at least everything I've written down. So take a look at this. We got our runes, right? Our realm symbols, whatever the heck you want to call them. Everything that I'm pretty sure we know for sure. Like we have this guy. This is purple. It's a Raja with the flower because we know that from I think the clock tower or something. We know you're yellow. We know Nuance is green because of this stamp right here. And we're pretty sure that. Well, no, it's got to be air. This the line layout is the symbol for air transportation. There's always a blimp. There's a blimp here. There's a blimp in the classroom. It's like the grade 6 with the slideshow. There's a green blimp in there. They went to war. I'm going to guess they're military. Much like, I believe Fen-Ares was, because they were part of the war. And then I can guess that the lines are the wind shape right here. Air, wind, I that one's not, we're not sure. But theoretically, that's everything. If we can go down there and try to guess military, this shape, this layout, that color, and that should be it. It just makes sense. Now, we should. I'm going to go to the outer room while we keep talking. But we should, I don't know, kind of play just a normal, good old day. And we'll just try to pay attention to things, which, no way, that's what you're supposed to do the whole time. But pay attention to things maybe I've even disregarded. So, like, the trading post has the distillery opened up. I don't really care for that, because I don't know if we can do anything with it. Probably. That's probably the reason why it exists. Shelter, we've taken a bunch of. Root cellar, I don't think there's anything else in here, and it's just kind of a lame effect. I'm going to take the trading post. Like, what's going on with you? There was a bunch of money in here. There's some stuff. But with the trading post, we can try to trade for vault keys. And that's pretty important to try to get the vault sanctum key for the last door. Which will be sick. So let's take that. But let's just pay attention to things. Let's try to find these stamps. Let's try to find all the letters. There's one in the freezer. I know that. I don't remember what the original letter had, the one that said open event of my death or whatever. Maybe that's logged in the library. I don't know, but we'll see. Speaking of the library, we could grab one here. I got no problem with you. We did. It turns that way. Am I stupid? I think I might be stupid. Maybe we won't take the library. Let's just take a hallway, get a key. Am I moving too fast already? I don't think so. I think we know about these rooms, but I guess that's where you could fail a little bit. Is just assuming you know everything. Like, what's with the clock here, man? This is like the clock room, which sure. A couple of swans, perhaps having a song. Interesting. Anyways, a conservatory we've only taken once. I wonder what's in it, or maybe there's some other secret, or maybe we get an item. We get the rook. Okay. I kind of like this because furnace, goodbye. It's already rare. Are you kidding me? For how often it shows up, Chamber of Mirrors, it scares me a little bit because we could get. I don't love taking it. A music room is like decent, but it's 2 gems, so like I don't want to change you. I can't believe the furnace is rare. That's messed up. Hang on. What is this? Drafting locations. West Wing. Okay. Oh, no. The conservatory is only available in the corner. That's why we never see it. And the bookshop only from a library. Figured that out. East is master bedroom. I didn't realize that. In her ladyship's chamber, you have to face south. Okay, I did not know that. So you kind of have to go up and then around or something. That explains why it's a little rare. We can try to do chess here. Could get an East Wing Hall, maybe. I think give me the library. We get our History of Arinda. This is the censored version. Oh. Okay, that's basically useless. Let's go upstairs and look at our book. Not this book. That's just like our playtime book. This one actually has important things. Right, like we got this. I don't know what that's about. Why is this picture here? Very interesting. Power hammer. Love the bookshop. I feel like that's incorrect now, but I guess it still is. Contraptions. Okay, we just have the Arinda one. I believe this says something like you have to magnify them. Casino, we'll get there. Just need to draft one more classroom to take my final exam. There it is. Okay. Well, and oh, you know what? The mailroom. The mailroom has a bunch of stamps. If we can A, get a mailroom, B, get a magnifying glass, which the commissary could help with. I'm going to take the secret passage, though. We have an opportunity to do something here I've wanted to do for a little bit, which is to check out the back of the secret passage door. We know something's written on it. I need to know if there's other stuff. I guess I'm taking the maid's chamber. This might be a screwed up day, but like whatever. Is there anything? Isn't there a piece of paper in here? There's not a piece of paper in here. Sinka, thank you. What's up with that? I guess it's just a little thing. There it is. Yeah, everybody get out, basically. Okay. None of these let me check the door in the back of the secret passage. I hate this game, man. I'll take the spare bedroom. We'll try that again later, but like, screw off. Really, they're dead ending me to the max today. We can get a spare closet. This is trippy, man. I don't know what we're doing. Okay, now we're more likely to get items with the rabbit's foot, but we're still less likely to get items because of the maid's chamber. So that's awesome. This is screwed up everything, man. I screwed it to the maximum. The library, wrong book, all this garbage. Why do they stop shoving the nurse's station in my face, man? What's happening? Okay, there's the car keys again. We still haven't checked the car for like a second time. Okay, I guess it's gonna be parlor, sure. You can get some more gems, that'll help. Thank you. False box contains the gems. The black box is true. The black box is false. Well, one of you were false. The false box contains the gems. Could be true. Let's just check this, just for fun. What's going on here? Okay. So, if you're true, means you're false because you're a thing, and maybe you have the gems. Look. What? Something happened there. Who knows? Security room, sure. We can mess with it in a... Well, we should do the lab experiment. Is today gonna last any amount of time? I don't think so, but... I hate how long it takes to do this, man. Like, you have to go password accepted, and then you have to wait for the text. Maybe if you hit enter a couple times, it speeds up, like connecting to terminal. Ah! Please. Please. Okay. Hallway. It's okay. We get remove crate from a tunnel. And we can speed run. Get me out. Come on. We can go here. Just put something down. All I care about is doing something. Commissary, awesome. We can buy stuff. I love that. Den lets us get 2 doors. That's pretty good. Dear God, sprint. Passageway. Give me a parlor here for the door. Why can't I sprint? We would like a garage, but I'll take a chapel for more doors. Just keep going. Take like a veranda. Sure. I'm out of gems, but who cares? Click on something. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Okay. No items out here. Maybe because of the maid's chamber. Wait, what exactly happened? Okay. We got a den. We got some more doors here. We removed a couple crates from the tunnel. Permanent progress. That is all I care about. We get another parlor. Maybe that wasn't horrible, honestly. I'm just upset why I couldn't run half the time. One of the other boxes is true. Gems are in the other box with a true statement. This is the only true box. Let's assume it's you and you that are true. Okay. That worked. Drawing room lets us reroll once. I mean, we get to move on, which I guess is the best part here, and we get a gem out of it. So, who really cares? Observatory is permanent. I thought, you know what I want is I want a drafting studio. I'd love a drafting studio before the end of the day. A tunnel would have let us do, you know, hallway to hallway drafting, but oh well. Probably also like all locked or something crazy. Lab we've already done. We never actually touched the key card part of the thing, so we could run into a key card door any second. Dining room, sure, more doors. We're just screwing around today, I think. Remember when I was like, pay attention, and then we speed ran the the experiment? Okay, Great Hall isn't the worst thing. It could open the antechamber. Do I care? I don't think so. Maybe we do. Now, I don't really want to go in. But maybe we want that. And here's my theory. We can open an antechamber door. We can get to room 46. It only matters if, A, I can get into the foundation, which I could from outside, so sure. But basically, if I can solve the nuance puzzle, we might learn one more thing about Mr. Sinclair's journey, which could let us solve the map puzzle in room 46 today. I'm gonna take this. Look, we're going straight through it. Got any money, anything on the ground? Okay, let's do the dartboard. This is for a trophy as well, so that's sick. 5 squared minus 5 is 20. 11. Why is the square yellow? Is it okay, do we go 11 minus 8 squared is 9? I think we progressed, right? 20 minus 16 squared is 16. Interesting. Maybe that's our missing secret for the math classroom puzzle. I don't think this can go here, right? It has to be on the edge. We can get there. Okay, we can get there with a closed exhibit, which doesn't really let us grab the crown. And the doors are going to be locked, so that's actually really bad. How's the antechamber looking? I think this opens the south door, so funny enough, that actually works. Dinner's open, which is good, because we just lost half our steps. Sweet. We didn't really need the Great Hall after all, but that's okay. Oh, you have to actually step into rank 8 for this to work. Interesting. It's not just get to rank 8 or get a room in rank 8. Because the bell only rang after we went in the weight room. I gotta sip some water here. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to cut out the cough. That was really unexpected and awful. Clearly, I did need the water. We're going to have to get through the foundation from the outside. I don't have a key card, so that's not going to work. Oh, we actually have the veranda, but the door's locked. We can go in the commissary, actually. We probably get a key. Okay, well, no, we can't. There's a lot of dirt, though. We have a lot of bedrooms. We can make a super shovel if I got the... No, we skipped on the workshop. So that's an L, but there are a lot of dig spots we can use to get a key out of things. Okay. I'm going to go outside, though. Let's go to room 46, or go to the sanctum. Unlock room 46. Maybe take a peek at the tunnel here. While we're down here and we have, like, running shoes, shouldn't really affect anything. Because there's a tomb, or like a... Oh, the clipboard fell. Okay. This one's still here, which is interesting, but I thought this one was going to stay forever. Yeah, there's like a coffin back there that we'll see eventually, I guess. There's not that many more crates it could choose from unless it's choosing, like, completely at random. Like the crates in the back, the crates in the front, you know, who knows? So let's go all the way down into the sanctum. It's gonna take an hour. Where's my fast travel button, dude? Speaking of fast travel, this doesn't make any sense at all. How's the Nintendo Switch 2? This video is out sometime after the Switch 2 comes out because it's coming out today in my world. So it's been like a week. Maybe this is the Thursday after it comes out. I think so. I don't know where the episodes line up, but I don't know. I'm on a work trip, so... Well, I'll be on a work trip when you see this. Not quite yet for me. Anyways, how's the Switch 2? Well, if I can get one, I might get one, like, tomorrow. Certainly not today, because no pre-order worked for me, which is messed up, but if they have them somewhere tomorrow morning, I might look at one. We want Nuance, which is going to be the diamond. There, nope, that's the heart. So the heart might just be pink because that would be funny. Do we not actually have it? Oh, that's screwed up. It's the last one. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we can't do it. The only one we could potentially do, we can't. So we need that vault sooner or later in order to solve the map puzzle. So I guess there's no point in going to room 46 today, unless we can make some guesses about you, but I don't think we can. Or you. Only one we really... And we don't know anything about, like, these other three. The jigsaw piece, the little circle, and the heart. We don't even know their colors, I don't think. Unless I did find it in the classroom at some point, but I don't think we did. So, like, we need to get, like, a mail room and some stamps. Is today just cooked? Should I just... Like, we could dig and find a key and then get, like, a couple more rooms. I'd rather just, like, send it. Especially with what just happened. I'd rather just eat it. We can go to another day. You could have tried to trade for a vault key or something, but we have no vault. We're most likely not going to get a vault there, so whatever. But we want a magnifying glass, we want a mail room, we want stamps, we want to magnify in the library to see what that tiny text says. We'd like to try for a blessing of the monk in the shrine if I could, please. I forget. Okay, we can just toggle sprint. I don't know why I keep holding sprint when we can just toggle it and then we don't have to worry about anything. Okay. Shelter it is. We had our fun with the tomb. We're not going to try to dead end max today. It just ends poorly, but we can get this. We can get an experiment going. I'm stupid. That's where I put in the password. Yeah, way to make it take longer. And we could see if the radiation monitor does anything. I still haven't. So we'll see. I figure it's just like triggered the experiment 12 times, which is like pretty hard for most of them. Maybe all of them. Okay, remove a crate from a tunnel every time you draft an upgraded floor plan. I think this is the easiest one here. Hallway to hallway is pretty good. However, you know, it causes us to throw away the whole thing on a tunnel, and that's only like 10 things potentially. We have like 10 upgraded rooms, and we have several of some. We have several nooks in the pool, I believe. Reading nooks. We have several upgraded parlors. We have, like, what, the spare bedroom counts as one. Like, we have some stuff. So even the hallway's upgraded, right? It doesn't have a special name, but it comes with a key. I forgot about that. Reading nook, there you go. The parlor, there you go. This could be sick. Now, you could reroll. Locksmith is interesting. A music room. Just a flat-out library. Roll me one more time. Okay, we didn't do great. Let me hit the dartboard. At least we get right. It's an upgraded room. Beautiful. We get this. We get to progress our trophy. We really need to do that. 9, 20, minus 18 squared. I guess this is telling you the order of operations. Sorry, that's 4. What is this? 9, and then that's actually 4 because we have to square the 2, you idiot. Yeah, and I guess you do this on the 3rd step. 10 minus 1 minus 8, so just 1 times 3 squared, so 9 again. We're done. I hate silver keys. Did we have a break room last time? I should have ended the day there if I didn't get a little bit like triggered. Okay, reading nook. More experiments. More experiments are awesome. Commissary. It's got. Let's get some items as soon as possible. Why not? Like, let's just buy it out as we tend to do. If we get a workshop, we can make the super shovel. This is the same shop, isn't it? As last time. We can come in here. We can grab the key. Gym connects us up. Workshop connects, you know, our shovel, rather. We can do the library. We can draft a new book. If we get a magnifying glass, I'd love to be here. Do we want to draft old books again? Yes, I think we start here with the Reddington one. There's probably some intel, right? We can see. Because maybe my eyes weren't open. Observatory tilts us. A patio has its own gem. It has a lot more dirt when I get an upgraded shovel, so let's do that. Gym's not the worst thing in the world. It's like a pretty simple room. I'll take a corridor. Get a greenhouse. I don't think it has gem flowers. It has maybe an item. A boudoir is not bad either for the dice. I'm going to take this. And no gem flowers because no water. There's more dirt when we get an upgraded shovel. I'll go silver key here. Screw it. This is not the world's worst closed exhibit. Conceivably, we can make our way around this. Or get a key card, or get a security room somewhere on the left side. And we can try to pull out this crown again. Are the doors open? Shelter. Right, shelter makes the door open. Don't forget that. Lockpick kit. That's sweet. Yeah, we want to open this and we want to turn right. Now, a secret passage is tempting. Maybe later. I'm doing this right now. We're going to try to get this crown. Maybe we get a throne room. Maybe we can try something. Am I going too quick again? Probably. Courtyard, you're at least unlocked. That's important here. You're upgraded. Someday we'll get a super shovel and get a ton of keys. There we go. Secret passage here. We need a room that turns into this. So let's go boudoir. We get a gem. We get an upgrade. The experiment thing. Which it's conceivable we could hit 12 here on unlock all doors or whatever the thing says. But check this out. Reveal tripwire. Open this up. Lower the barrier. Reset alarm. We go through a couple of rooms. We're done. Toggled sprint on, or at least it should be on. Let me do this. We do this. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. We're out. Don't even hit the trap. How do you do it? If there's not a red room, you may redraw. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary. A mailroom is a thing we want. We could reroll. Let's send the mailroom. Because there are... See, yeah, arch area... Okay, I'd love to get a magnifying glass. That's so many things. Like, this might be the most valuable room of all time. Now, it is only a couple. I wonder if they change, though. That's Fenary. Yeah. I wonder if it changes every day, but... anyways, we'll get some mail tomorrow. I'd love to see a magnifying glass somewhere. Let's look for one. Where can we get a magnifying glass? A parlor has one sometimes. The, like, the guest bedroom. That one, yep. Lockpick, sweet. Parlor. Parlor kills me, or not kills me, but it's not the greatest. We can try to make our way back to the entrance from here into the foundation. This is shelter. What does that even do? I don't think anything. I don't know what the red room part of you is. I mean, there's not really like 18 parts to this room, right? There's no shop in here unless there is. That would be crazy if I hadn't found that. Okay. We get our workshop. We don't hook into the foundation, but we don't need to. Not right now. We could... I don't really think we can do anything with that. That's meaningful right now. Let's go ahead and do this. This battery pack lockpick kit does nothing, right? It's lockpick and... something else? Yeah, whatever. Okay, there is a guest bedroom. There is a lab. We could redraw. Pick a normal bedroom. Get a key. Got nothing else, but that's okay. Greetings from Reddington. Love to see a magnifying glass. Magnifying glass anywhere we can make one happen. We still have one more red room that's sheltered. I'd love to see like an archives or a weight room or even a lost and found could do something with no negative effect. That's pretty huge. We get a gear wrench and a secret garden key. That's not huge. This we have written. Yes, this is what that means. This is pink. Actually, we know it has wavy lines and actually multiple of them. That might be like the max amount. But we don't know where that goes. We don't know who is pink. Once we do, though, we put those together, and that's insane. Den does something. Solarium could help us do something soon. Not yet. I would love a vault. Would really love a vault, even though we don't have any keys or... look. Is now the time where we try to hack the secret passage? I think the answer might be yes. I think we put this here and we drop it and we don't touch it. Here's going to be like a garage. Am I okay with dying here on this end for a garage? Maybe we don't need a garage. Maybe we get a guest bedroom to try for a magnifying glass. Okay, screw me. It didn't work. No secret treasure today. But obviously we don't have a treasure map, but that's okay. Let's go up here. Theoretically, we could still fill all this in. If we're trying to go for maximum fill-ins. Yeah, I don't think we need the garage because we have all this dirt. We have a lot of keys already, and we have a lockpick kit, so we don't really need the 3 keys so much. A broken lever. We have a battery pack as well if we needed to combine something with that, or who knows. Okay, no longer sheltered. I don't really mind a gymnasium effect. We can turn it off with a breaker box. That is not good that that's locked, though. A secret garden could go here. And isn't the worst shape. We spread fruit. We can open the antechamber if it's relevant. 2 doors, not the worst. Takes a minute, but well, actually, there's one. Can I skip this cutscene? Nope. Okay. We flip this around west to open the west door. It could let us do something good, so might as well. And we just have to flip the other one behind the wall. Thank you. Thank you. Greenhouse, we have a broken lever. Gets us the south door, so like we can do a bit here. Skip this part. Remember the old days when the room 46 lever opened and it was just the funniest thing of all time? It was so funny. Garage here. Nah. We could try to use this to bypass the security door. Wonderful. Reroll me. An observatory lets us try to get to the antechamber. A dark room is spooky. Could let us try to get to the antechamber, but we can do this. Let's throw away the dark room, sure. Okay, can't pick this lock. Conservatory isn't the worst thing. I'll take a parlor just for the chance of a magnifying glass. And for that, awesome. No magnifying glass on the paper today. Coin purse, though. Sure. 2 gems. Gems are in the only true box. The gems are in the only true box. If you're the only true one. Only one statement is true. The gems are in the blue box. Okay, hell, they're all pointing at blue. So... if you're true, the gems are in you. But that would mean you're true. Which means this is false. Okay, so no, you are false. Which means the gems could still be in you. The gems are in the blue box. Could still be true, which means you're still true. I don't really know what's happening. So you're false. You're false, you're true, which means I guess here's the thing, but then the gems would be in you, so it's in the black one? Okay. That can screw right off, but whatever. Ah, no antechamber. Unless we redraw. And we go straight into a pool, sure. Just for access to the antechamber, maybe there was a key on the ground, but we can pass through this, which is nice. We can get a basement key for no reason. Awesome lockpick, drafting studio. Screw you. Casino, I need gems, man, I need gems. Secret pantry. Oh, God. This is not good, because I have no gems. Basement key's not going to work there. Lockpick not going to work. Wind up keys. We're cut off from the top corner, but we get another thing. It was another chance at a magnifying glass. Table item, more gems. Just in case I can force another drafting studio. Gems are on the table behind you. You made me look. Alright, well that's false. Gems are in this box. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. That could very well be true. Okay, so you're false. You're false. You're true. Via the rules of the game, and the gems are in you. No gems for an attic. Sure, throw me a solarium. We can dig here. I should have done a lot more digging earlier, because with this shovel, I believe we can dig up a bunch of gems. Maybe not. Maybe that's just the jackhammer, which I could have made if I was more patient, but whatever. Okay. Magnifying glass, magnifying glass, magnifying glass. No point in even... Unless there's a magnifying glass on the table. Again, I don't know if we can even pick up items in a dark room. There was a chance, so that's fine. We get to actually... Actually, no, I want to go through the secret garden. There's still a door there. It's probably locked. There we go, lockpick. Conference room would have been great a little earlier, but sure. Just for the doors, really? That's going to be locked. That's locked. But that is basically all the rooms. Her ladyship's chamber could chess max. If I get an office... Actually, both of these are chess. I do have a boudoir. But we don't have a walk-in closet. The study at least gives me a gem back, so I guess we'll do this, because they're both the queen. Are there any stamps in here or anything? There's always the globe, but the globe seems to do nothing. Okay, even if we don't get a magnifying glass, technically we can We can look at the stamps ourselves and write things down. I just wanted to put them in the library. So there's that, just because we have the mailroom. And we still have the bottom right. So let me go through here. I did not take her ladyship's chamber. There's no reason to enter the walk-in closet. We're gonna dig in there, but first we're gonna write this down. Arch Aries does appear to be yellow. There's some lightning there. And maybe that's like industrial. It looks like a power plant. So I think we can put that together, actually. Let me hit this. Let me look through the things real quick. Nothing here I need. Nothing here I need. Nothing here. Nothing here. Just going through the old notes. Do we know... Storm is probably the type. So it's probably the zigzag line. This one. Transportation. That one. Transportation. Do we know... I don't think so. But we probably know the symbol, which there is an industrial symbol, right? The square. So I think we can come back up here and go square. And wavy lines. Transportation would tell us what type. Now, what can we guess? I guess we can guess. So it's the square. It's yellow. Storm is more lightning bolty. We need the orientation of the lines. Now I don't know if anyone can duplicate. Who would be in a lightning land? Probably not turtle. Probably not camel. Air, if they can be duplicates, but probably not. I don't see anything there. Train is potential. I don't know, electric trains or whatever. Industrial. Actually, is there a train? It's either a train or a building. I can't zoom in, so I can't tell. Train is likely. Roads is likely. Probably nothing else. So I think we might be able to get that. Yeah. This is that. I can't see the thing on that without the magnifying glass. Something is blue. And I can't really tell what. That's a turtle. I believe it's from... This is Vera Shores, maybe? And from here we know Vera's the jigsaw. And it's orange? I think it says... It definitely has a V and then an S. I assume that says Shores and that's like a nickname. What's up with the 9 and the 3 here, too? Oh! 9 up after 3. That's a crazy thing to put here too. Anyways. This isn't the mailroom? It's not in the lab? That's weird. So Vera, we can assume orange. So you're going to have the triangle border. The little Doritos, whatever. I'm not going to fill in the whole thing. That's not even a triangle. That's not even a triangle. There we go. Triangle border, turtle. It goes 3. We don't know... naval, no. We don't know the shape of the lines. We could probably guess... Probably heat. If it's on a beach, I don't know. So let's go like wavy line. Well, I'm actually just going to draw the line. So the turtle transportation looks like this, right? And then we can draw over here, like, heat. And then do we know that we don't know the symbols? Could be tribal. I don't know. They're writing turtles. But we don't know that. But I'm gonna try and get started. We can try to put it in, right? That gives us everything. But we're guessing on 2, which is not the best thing to do. But that does eliminate orange from the conversation. So one of these is white, one of these is pink. That's just Fenares. This I can't see without a magnifying glass. And that's it. So maybe we know about Vera. That one's really hard to tell. It looks blue, but there is no blue one. Okay. Well, maybe we get a magnifying glass still, but that's good. That was great to check. We can try them. We'll be at the foundation in a second, but I want to draft, try to get to the secret passage, dig up all this dirt, blah, 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 blah. Another key. We won't have many chances to use them. A silver key, just screw off. I don't really care. It's at least a key, but again, there really shouldn't be anything down here. I think that was the coin purse triggering. So there was a sound. Let me eat this apple. Did we dig up these? We haven't dug up these. Safety deposit box key. Maybe we got a vault down there in the corner. Who is it? 304. We've seen a lot of 304. Could be it. Could be it. Green apple, huh? Same as a normal apple. We don't have chests unless we get an office either. Remember that. We've done the commissary. I've opened the Steam browser or the overlay, so you don't see it, so don't worry. We're good. We do actually have a room up here, which I didn't even notice. Nah. Try to get like an office, try to get freezer. Freezer, if we get a furnace right now, it can melt it. We can't make a burning glass today that I thought we might be able to use. 2 items could get me a magnifying glass. Gets me shoes. Gets me a crate at least, so that's a crate removed, rather. A locker room. They would end up in the conference room, but... Clock tower is not the worst. Let me redraw with the dice. I would love... Okay, a dining room at least gets us doors. I would love an office. Because the office should let us do some chess action. This needs a furnace, I think, for the wood-fired pizza obviously needs the furnace, but not now. Thank you for 21. Okay, chapel lets us see behind the thing. So we take it. Actually, the spare bedroom might have, and I think the spare bedroom's upgraded. It just says door. And we cannot open it from this side. Well, we write it down. Where do we write it down? I guess we write it down over here. I'm not even... I should be in, like, full screen or whatever. There we go. Just D. Space, space, O, O, R. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. My bad, my bad. I should have taken the bedroom for more crate action, but that's okay. This is a corner we get to Hello? Maybe I have to use this first? Where's my rook power? There it is. Conservatory could be okay. Let's just try to get an office. Okay, there we go. Get a gem. What do we want in these last two rooms? Preferably exactly that. A spare bedroom, remove a crate, then a dead end. Do we have any upgraded ones? I don't know. None of you are. A treasure trove is money that we don't need and can't really use. So I'm not even going to pick it up, but it does do this. And it advances the room so we get more money. You'll need to obtain a key to obtain the true treasure of the trove. Now, I do remember this. OneNote, I'm not going to take you. OneNote, not Microsoft OneNote. One of the notes said, the true treasure is not in this room. Now, we know the true treasure is also needs a key. Which is interesting. I don't know. This is all going to the conference room. I don't really know why I care. Let me look. I should be able to remote access the shelter. We could also just go in the shelter. But I think this will work because it's already online. Yeah. So we can just remote desktop the old-fashioned way because it's already online. Even though we've already used it today to use the laboratory. We go radiation monitor. We take a measurement. Holy hell. 35? Okay, so all doors unlock. Now, is that all key locked doors? It should be all key card doors. So this conference room door is open. Doesn't really do much for us now. But I've triggered 11 times. So we should only have to do like 4 to get all doors to open, which is crazy. We do just have to come back to the shelter and do it. And obviously we need the shelter at all. Okay, so we didn't get a vault either. Well, we could still up at the conference room. But first I'm gonna go down. Actually, I'm gonna go outside this way. I'm gonna try to get the chess. That should be good. We should be able to do it. We have a king, we have a queen. Those are the hard ones. We have a bishop in the chapel. We definitely have a pawn, and we definitely have a rook somewhere. Actually, I'm not too sure if we have a rook. But we should. Actually, yeah, we have a nook, right? A nook is a rook. Rook nook. I can't open the map while we're doing this. We have a reading nook. Perfect. Okay, so we should be able to switch it to, I think, the knight. The knight has the armory room, which, again, we've never seen. And presumably this is the only way we can get it. So we're going to need it at some point. Chapel's right there. I don't... we have an observatory, right? It's like up at the top somewhere. Oh, crap. Okay, there's a den there. Let me look for the rest of these. Reading nook is going to be on the right. This one. Study's up there. And the office is in the bottom right corner. Okay, hang on. Office here. Study was over here. Over here. There we go. And then a rook. What has a rook? A security room has a nook. Sorry, a security room has... Okay, there we go. And then the rook is just the reading nook. Okay. We're just missing the bishop entirely. Have we permanently removed the bishop? I don't remember what the bishop power was, but I guess it's not important if it gets removed when you do the castle. Am I insane? Nope, it's gone. Can I still... Son of a... I hit like W or S or something and it switched. Now that's fine because the Banner of the King is a fine thing. I would have loved to get the Rook, but I hit like S or W and it just said, yep. Because I was trying to back away. Okay, so whatever. We could go to the torch room. That doesn't really do anything for us coming up that way, so we're just going to go up the old-fashioned way. Look at the tunnel, which is going to have a lot more progress now. Then we're going to go to room 46, and we're going to see if we're right about a couple of things. Which is very, very interesting. Okay, and we should be able to access this, like, coffin now, which is also something. Looks like there's, like, a note on it. Old file cabinet key likely opens up a drawer somewhere on the estate. Now, because it's here, I'm thinking... That's it, huh? And there's, we don't know how many more crates, but it looks like we see the end. If this is full, it's probably like 32 crates or something. It's 4 rows, plus this one might still have to go. Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking the file cabinet is going to be through here because it's the construction guy's thing. And there's not any file cabinets here, but there's one... Well, Jesus Christ. Okay. Could be here. But I'm also thinking in that little, like, weird side room. I did that one, right? I imagine it'll prompt me, so let's just do that. That side room with those dudes' stuff, like, you know, the miner dudes. But at least we know it's not up there, so that's good. But yeah, this one, there's some filing cabinets here. Do we have to look at the lock specifically? Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. To the Baroness of Mount Holly. No. Interesting. Okay. For her own hand. 36. The numbers that built the world something. By the end of the Third Era. Numeric cores. Steps to find a numeric core. Take any number with 4 more digits without changing the sequence. Put that number into smaller numbers. So in mathematical, if you repeat, the final number you obtain is less than 4 digits is considered the numeric core of the larger number. I don't. Does anyone? Oh, the numbers that built the world of yesterday. Core 18, 3614 becomes 3. We can see a little bit back here. Sign T if the result is a number. What does this mean? This I literally have no clue about. What are they even referring to? Numeric core. I don't think it's a math thing for like the classroom or something. 8, 6, 45 comes 8 minus 6 times 45. Now that's where the math comes in, that I think it's like the classroom or the billiard room. 3614. Okay, maybe we have to solve this. So 3614 becomes 4 smaller numbers, so it's just 3, 6, 1, and 4, and then we go 3 minus 6. Now, do we do this in order of operations, or do we do this straight across? 2 times 45 divided by 5. 90 divided by 5 is 18. Okay, so we go straight across. 3 minus 6, negative 3, times 1, negative 3 divided by 4. That doesn't make any sense. So maybe we do order of operations. I guess it matters? No? The result is a number with more than 3 digits. Repeat the above process. 3614 is 3 minus 6. So hang on, let's do this again. This is 2. 45 is 90. 90 divided by 5 is 18. 3 minus 6, negative 6, times 1 is still... Sorry, negative 3 times 1 is still negative 3. Divided by 4 does not compute. So what are you talking about? Now I could... It's 4 smaller numbers. The first number assigned... Wait. Should always be assigned teal to begin with a positive number. What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? What is assigned teal? I don't know. I'm really thinking. Yeah, it's clearly this has something to do with something. It's page 36 and 37 of something. Why would it be for the Baroness? Who even is that? I don't know. Okay. Well, I hope this stays open, or I guess the key is permanent, so maybe this just stays open anyways, and technically the basement doesn't reset or whatever, so maybe that works. Their example doesn't work. That's the weirdest part. Right? You turn 3, 6, 1, 4. 3 minus 6. Assign each a different color, actually. Well, what does color have to do with anything here? The first number should always be assigned teal to begin with a positive number. So teal is a positive number. Oh! Like in the billiard puzzle. Now we could... It only says the first number, so maybe this doesn't have to be 3, 6, 1, 4. Or rather, the negative 6. It could... Okay, so 3 is 3. And we know that thanks to this. The rest is cut off. We could go minus 1 is 2. Times 6 is 12. Divided by 4 is 3. So the numeric core is 3. Great. What does that get me? What does that do? I don't know. But one day we will know. And that's what's important. We go into the sanctum. Antechamber. We didn't actually open. Theoretically, we could go in, which we might want to. So we're going to hit the lever. We may want to in order to try the map puzzle if we learn something from here by completing one of the sanctum puzzles. Now, the last one is still locked. We still have no vault. I have a vault key. That blows. But we come into here. And let me switch the note page. But we're going to see... Bada bing, bada boom. It's a little tilted, but that's okay. We believe we know about Arch Ares now. Actually, I have to do one more thing here, and it's find the transportation type, is it not? Which we thought was just train, so it's the Y shape. I don't know why I didn't put that down. So we believe it's going to be lightning. So let's figure out what these do again. We know it's the square for industry, or actually we think it is. So we're gonna hit that. So square with the dot. Perfect. We're gonna hit this. This changes the number of lines. So we need to make the train one, which is gonna be that. Where do I hit just the line type? No. With this wheel? Okay, there we go. Hang on. We want to make the zappy one. For the storm. Perfect. Then we hit the number of lines, which we need to get back to the triple, the Y shape. And then we need to make this yellow, which is this one. I got so nervous. Eat it. 3 down. Okay, yellow. Thank you. Great art. Yep. They're living in a crazy world, whatever the hell that is. We arrived here. Okay. I think we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna try the Moragi. Sure. What do you say about yellow? Oh, a new color. There we go. When yellow tiles are pressed, they move north. Okay, so this should be easy enough. Famous last words. So, we hit this to get that there. Or we could put this here, okay? No, because we need it to move north. Remember that. Okay, we need this to go down so that we can flip-flop. Then we can put that in the corner. You can put you two up there. Then I need to get you down somehow, which is not going to work with what I just did. So that's fine. I need to move one down. The way to do that is to, again... This will move side to side. Sorry, what we need to do this, I think. Now we need to move 2 down. So we've done 1. I've just done the same amount of things. It's back to where it was. I think I need to move you into the corner, move you into the corner, then move you up, then move you down. Then there we go. Then I just need to get you moved over. It's not the easiest thing to do right now. Because if I move you up, you move the black piece, unless I just do this. Then we're done. There we go. We get our allowance. We're at something stupid now. 45. Sweet. And then we can try to put them together. Now, okay. We know yellow is done. So I can just erase it from the chart later. What is 4? 4 is Zoraja, which we do know a little bit about, but we don't have the line type, the number. We don't have a lot. We've never seen the stamp, which I think the stamps are really key that I've just been ignoring. But yeah, we don't know their transportation type, which would give us the number of lines or the shape of the lines. Vera we know. Actually, we can guess quite a lot. Right, I forgot about this one. Which is here? No. Not here. Okay, it's this one. We do know this. A lot of this. We believe is it this part? The line shape is heat, which is the curved one, but not... Yes, this one. Not the super curved one, which we believe is wind. Yes. Well, actually, we know is wind. So it's the slightly curved one that looks like, heat lines. We know it's turtles because of the stamp, which is going to look like... Another one. Another one. That. We can assume it's the tribal moat. because they're riding turtles. Now, that could just be wrong, but this one we can guess all day long. Unless heat is wrong, in which case we're a little screwed. So this is the like, star. Not the flower, this one. And then we got to go to violet, which is the triangles. Okay, we're wrong either about the tribal or the heat. Now we can re-roll this all day. Okay, nope, did not want to do that. We know it's violet. We want to get it back to the triangles. But we can go through all the shapes. And if that's wrong, none of these work, then it's the heat. It's not heat type. Okay, I did just skip the square. That's my bad. I really was trying to press on this. Now, one other one is the heat type, isn't it? Or is it... Haven't we seen something that has these lines? I don't remember. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's not that, so let's... Oh, no. We know the shape, but it's not heat. We can still assume tribal, maybe, again, because of the turtles. But we want to change... Not the color either. We want to change the line type, which is the worst one to choose. There we go. It's this wheel, but not this knob. And I guess we can just try, like, everything. So now that we know which one it is, which lever it is. Okay, hey, do I have to do both, or am I stupid? Wasn't it only doing one a second ago? Okay, no, we have to do both, so that's really annoying. This is rain. Anti-forcing it measures. This is storm again, which may or may not be allowed to happen, or we're just wrong on the modes, I guess, if this is incorrect. This is heat. We did try this, right? We might just need more information, but keep going. This is like snow? Or maybe this is like fog or something? I don't know. And then this is wind, which we believe goes to nuance, but we can try it here. Or again, we don't know if there are duplicates, so just send it. And then this is just normal, which it very well could be. Do we have any more? This is fog, which I believe was Orinda or Fen Aries, or both, because they're the same place. Why would the weather change? And then we go to triangles. And we've already tried this, so... let's look at what else the boats could be. Like, is there just like a water? I assumed it was tribal. My bad for assuming that he who rides a turtle is tribal. But I don't know. Do we have any other partial things? I need to... What rooms do we have? Because we know there's one in the freezer, there's one in the Lost and Found, there's one in the clock tower. I keep forgetting. I wrote down the one in the Lost and Found, didn't I? this one. And we don't know where this goes to. Those are the heat lines. That could be the turtle travel type. Am I wrong on the color? The stamp was orange, was it not? But does that matter? Because the steps are... Where is it? The steps are pink. I don't think the stamp was pink. Maybe we can go look. Can we afford to look? We could. I think it would be the end of the day if we went to look, but hang on. There's something here. And I don't think we know anything about anything else. The stamp was orange. Do the stamps necessarily correlate to the colors? That we can look at in the library. I thought so. The Arindo one is like white and black. The Archaries one is yellow. Am I tripping on the color? Because it would make sense. Again, the heat lines. It's a turtle on a beach. The turtle lines match up. The like poetic motes could be or whatever the little that one means. The one that's in the lost and found. Right. So we check the mailroom, then we check the lost and found just again. Although I have the one in the lost and found right. But yeah, we can go look. We can look in the. You can see if the stamps got recorded in the library or I don't know. Because right, the nuance one, green. Well, it's like green yellow. So maybe that's not like an exact science. And maybe I got it wrong or... Let's go up here. I believe we need the magnifying glass, and we didn't get one today. Which is what I really wanted to do with the stamps. So I could put them in this book and view them at any time. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Yeah, the Arindo one's like white. It's not completely black, so I guess the color is up for debate. Let's come in here. We can leave from here when we go back down. And we want to go around to the workshop. So we go through the closed exhibit. I have no reason to use the broken lever. That sure doesn't look pink to me. You don't really look yellow either. So maybe it's just like sunset and it's orange. So maybe there is something to it. If it is the pink one. Now let's look at the lost and found just because it's not going to cost us anything. And we can also swing around to the conference room. The heat lines are making me think, because the beach would probably be hot. It's an island. It could just be a hot island, you know? Certainly no reason not to try. We're going around to the conference room, because we can't open that door now that the shelter has opened all doors, allegedly. Plus there's money here, which I don't really care for, but wonderful. We get essentially nothing. You can look in the archives. The archives has paper. It has this. I still have a file cabinet key, which could very well still do something in here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I can't get to those. But then there's also this. Is there anything else in here? Like, we know about the... I can't climb the ladder. There's nothing really in this corner. There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. There's nothing here. So it's just this. And this is just text. This is a blank page, which is really weird. Does it update? No, it doesn't update when I actually scroll through it. We might be able to find something here. Children of Blackwater. Okay, that's interesting for the Orinda nonsense. Suspicious bag. Mary Matthew Jones. Ruby crown. So there is nothing in here. Unless there is something in here. We definitely can't climb this, and we definitely can't open these with the file cabinet key. And they're not even not locked, so that's no good. Okay, they do just kind of weirdly alternate here. It goes bop, 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 bop. Let me just try and see if I can do this, or can I pull this? It's not like that kind of puzzle. Okay, I was thinking maybe the file cabinet key opens something else in the place, but well, actually, there's all these, isn't there? It come up real quick when we opened the other one, so I just want to be sure while we have it, and we have this room in a dead end in the middle of nowhere on a random day. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. No cabinets over here. Thank you. No cabinets over there. Okay. Thank you for beeping. So we can go down and try. We can try pink for Vera. Just to see. Because it would be whack if I was wrong because of the stamp color. So we owe it to ourselves to look. We can take a look one more time in the mailroom. We don't really need steps or anything. We're done after this. Like, you're not really yellow. You're orange. You, I think, are going to be, like, nuanced because you have the diamond. Or it's Orinda or something. Oh, no, it's not quite Orinda either. But you're also like blue, which is not a color for the stamps. Actually, I could have a magnifying glass. Are there any other stamps anywhere? Any other mail? There's a watering can in here, which maybe I should have known about earlier. That might have helped with something. We don't have a freezer, so that's not going to do anything anyways. It was just for fun. Yeah, I didn't even recognize it. But let's go down the elevator. Try pink. But if pink, turtle, heat, with the poetic, the little circle with an X doesn't work, then I don't know. Then we give up. We really only have one thing to try here, or we can... Because, yeah, from the Lost and Found, we got kind of everything. Now, I do need to check the one in the freezer. It's been a long time since we had a freezer. And the clock tower obviously has a different one I'd like to write down. I think those are the only ones we know of. There might be more, there might not be more. Maybe there's one in the casino, in one of the other one of the other addition rooms. Okay. So yeah, maybe the color was wrong the whole time. We're going to go the steps. The steps is pink. Now we do want to figure this out because it's going to rotate both. Okay, that's heat. Yeah, it's this, and then we want to switch modes to the circle with the X. With the turtle lines. And that's right. Okay. So you were never triangles. You were never orange. I'll fix it later, I think. Do we have enough? I don't think we have enough steps to get to room 46, but we can try with the running shoes. So you're not tribal. You were pink. So pink is crossed out. White and orange are our only choices now. Because everything else we got settled out. Arch areas we figured out. Nuance we're pretty sure we can just complete once I unlock the door. Iraja, I think that's the freezer one. Maybe this is the clock tower one. I don't know. But let's do this, and then we can look at the postcards and see if we can do the room 46 thing. Now, what is pink? Pink is rotate. And orange becomes what it's next to. So we need to swing around. A couple of orange next to a couple of pink. There we go. And do that to at least one more. Oh, shoot, I made it gray. Okay, maybe we can still do this with a couple. You can put you in the corner, then that's not going to do anything. Maybe that's why there's that many, because this might be impossible to do with 4. Okay, hang on. We can get there, we can get there, we can get there. We just can't accidentally turn it gray like that. So I think we need to get one in the middle, and then we need to Nope, they're never gonna touch like that. How did I do it? It needs to be on two, it can't be diagonal. So it needs to be on two sides of the orange. There we go. Then that helps. We just need to orange. And we just need to do this one and orange. There we go. Okay. So we put you up in the corner, and then we do a little flip-flopping, maybe. Don't really know where I'm going with this, but hang on. Right. When you click the middle one, they're just going to spin. That doesn't really help. Done. Sweet. More allowance. That should be 47. 47. Now, let's read the postcards again. Let's just go through them all. I would love to see... Yeah, because we know this is one, right? He says, hey, I'm going on a journey or whatever. 8 realms in 8 months. Simple. What route? Where to start? Questions like these are the one plans like, no, this one. Spirit of adventure I have departed, forsaking both map and plan as it happens, the road has taken me south. So we actually know 2. 2 is Iraja. I should have read the rest of that. Okay, so it goes... We can put this here. We go 1. Nope, hang on. Let me click the button. 1. We're 99% sure we're going to see 8. 2. This should be his final postcard. Okay, I'm writing this last postcard sitting at home. Does it say where he came from? Just put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency, but I am tempted to save the postmaster trip as it will just wind up here. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many times I've played. Okay. Air travel is much better than sea travel. So I believe that means he came from Nuance is 7. Because we know they have air travel because of the blimps. Or at least we're pretty sure we do. And then they took... Yeah, he took that... At some point before this, he went from Vera Shores, which is the turtle. What is... This one's not solved yet, right? No, this is solved. Right. We did it earlier. Okay, we haven't actually read this. We arrived here after a few days of sailing. So I believe he went from Vera to Argeris, but we don't... Well, maybe it's not turtles. Because boats are an option too, right? The railway track extended all the way north. Argeris is the destination where I'm well acquainted, having traveled here countless times. Business for Cinca. This time, the familiar towns, factories along the northern coast. We'll instead track along the northern coast. Okay, so we don't quite know where that fits in, but we believe he goes from Vera to Cinca if they're sailing. Sorry, not to Cinca, to Argeris. Then it's this store. There we go. Now we read this postcard. Turtle. Tent. Despite my prejudice against moderately dry, I deeply love my time in Vera. There's the guy. It's not a pink stamp. It's definitely a goddamn orange stamp. And less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do famous turtles. Each visitor Vera is lent what a dude that's dope as hell. The weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai, which is this one. So I think he goes. we don't know, but we think he goes X, Y, Z. Where does the last one figure into those? We don't know. But that should still be enough tech to get this figured out. And we can also just use a little bit of logic. I didn't actually pull the lever. That would have been bad if I didn't check that. But we can use a little bit of logic. Because he starts at Itarinda, and hopefully I leave this on the screen the whole time, or I remember to. He goes to Araja, he goes south. Then he goes a little wild. We don't know where he goes from there. At some point he gets to Corsica across the thing, or he circumnavigates. So he could go to Corsica, then to Morajai, then to Vera, then to Argeris, then home. Or rather, no, Nuance. Oh, crap. Okay. We'll see. I believe we have enough steps, but let's do it. Let's send it, and we'll see if we can use a little bit of logic. And just he doesn't go straight from like Vera to like Araja to Vera. He doesn't go hop across the thing. He has to go in some kind of logical route through the countries, right? He doesn't go from one end of the world to the other, back to the other, back to the other, back to the other. Hopefully not, but we'll find out. Broken lever, don't really need ya. We want to head into the pool, which means go up, 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 up. Okay. We should definitely have enough steps. What's our outer room? It's a shelter, right? I thought it was a shrine. I was hoping it was a shrine because we could do room 46, but we can't. Thank you, running shoes. You're always a sick help, even though your effect seems bad on paper, but it triggers fairly often inside the house. Okay, we get our crown. We have both crowns, which I think we've had both before. But we go here. Now, we don't actually need the symbols for this. We know the places. We go 1, we go 8. He travels south from here. So this is 2, is a Raja. Hello? Okay, it's whack. Okay. 2. Where do we think he goes from there? Well, we believe this to be 7. I think he would go here. I think he would go clear across. Then he goes here, here, here. Incorrect. That's the only thing that makes sense to me right now. But maybe it's at some point before Vera Shores as he goes to Nuance, because we're like pretty sure about this, right? Air travel is better than sea travel. This is the air land. That's in his last note here, right? We're assuming that's how it works. So we pretty sure about these. We're pretty sure about these. But does... We're pretty sure he went boom, boom, boom. Because of what he said. I don't even remember what he said, but we could... Theoretically, this is what I would do. Get this half of the planet done first. Then you skip over. You go here, and then we believe these might still be connected. Then you go here. Then you go that way. Then you're done. Look at that. Logic. Because you go here. You get this side done. You skip across to the nearest one. You don't skip all the way over there. That would be stupid. Then we know these two are connected somehow, and they were. We just thought it was this. So really, we just got these two mixed up. Is that right? Or something along the way? You go here. Here, here. Beautiful. Certified copy. Property deed. Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Ori of Trinsdale. Satisfied of record 05139192. Date. Very likely a date. May 13th, 1912. Especially with how old this looks. Know all men by these presents that Lord Arthur Clementine, rightful owner of the land, Lady Ori of Trinsdale, Hollyleaf Mountain, boundaries, Hollyleaf Mountain, 80-odd acres, property situated southwest of Reddington. Yeah, we know this. Tanner Fork. Covenant, Island of Covenant. For heirs and assigns that I am. What he sees and possessed within the premises, that all the same. I could sell. In hand and seal, I make my mark in the grand year of Fen Aries, 1912. So that is what that means. Lord Arthur Clementine. Last will and testament of me, Herbert S. Sinclair. I, Sir Herbert S. Sinclair, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament. And hereby revoke all wills and codicils. May heretofore made by me. This is the final one. I'm not, and have never been married, and have no children. I direct all my debts and outstanding expenses to be paid as soon as possible after my decease as possible. Right, I read that wrong. Servants employ indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my state set aside for such occasion, until such time as a new master of Mount Holly bids their return. In the event that an aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for future employment and do so that are equitable to all parties involved. Faithful valet Hartley Ruota, who we believe is like fired. Is that right? No, I think he's fine. But his admin key doesn't work. You got a lake house in Trinsdale. Oh crap. Cousin Tillion's 2 children, Courtney Farin and Rygard Farin, grant each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour. That's how we're supposed to know that. But I also just assumed because it's the clock tower. And we already guessed about the cuckoo clocks. For only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough and appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them with the patience and wisdom that comes with maturity. This is 1 episode. I've only recorded 1 episode today, haven't I? In the case that Lionel Epson should return from his travels abroad, or any of his heirs, the diary and related key which formerly belonged to Clara Epson, who I've kept in her room and beside her grave. We knew this. Hey! Who censored? Oh, this is the art, isn't it? It's, think, ponder, ruminate, and, realize. Okay. So we could have gotten the first letter from here, but gallery. 1 year hence, following the date of my earthly departure. And it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. Is that real? I really doubt it, but after 365 days, you can't get the gallery anymore, which means you can't get room 8. That would be crazy if that were true. I really doubt it. Cathedral of Araja. I bequeath 8 stone statues in the likeness of the 8 Adran angels, which I believe is the planet, right? Not the country. Arinda, Lydia, Rhina, Draxus. Sculpted features. They have names. Now, is this 8? This is 8. Okay, Draxus is probably death. Right? Arinda, we believe is the one. Yeah, no, we know is the one with the scepter and the shield. That could be a clue. We might have to put together who's who and click the statues again. Sculpted figures have been in the Seclaric tomb for multiple generations. There's much been date over their natural numeric order. Okay. Bequeath to my grandnephew Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece Mary Matthew. Remainder of my estate. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. His grandmother Claire Epson has shown me. Above provisioning. Okay, discover room 46 in my 45 room estate. This room holds the physical deed, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. Location has been kept a secret, but we found it. Should he fail, the above clauses and provisions, null and void. Written Heritage Foundation, I guess, under a house being windowed and sealed with explicit instructions that the site shall not be opened until black flags are once again flying over Oris or 110 years have passed. So basically, unless we win another war. Regardless of whether he finds room 46 or not, we get the manuscripts of his mother's works that were produced here. Preliminary draft copies include Red Prince and a new clue. Where are they? That could be something. Then in due time, in the natural order of things. That's also sus with the natural order of things that's on the nurse, the angel, same thing. Witness hereof, March 1993, Herbert S. Sinclair. Where are the drafts? Where are the manuscripts? I didn't even get an achievement for that, by the way, which is messed up. There's no trophy, there's no nothing for this. Red Prince visiting the estate during the brightest of days, and a new clue which she penned here during her darkness. She was crashing out when she was writing a new clue. Okay, well it could be very well be in the natural order of things meeting the angels is where the manuscripts are. So let's write this down somewhere. Let me undo all that I did with the numbering. You don't really need to care about that anymore. I'm going to put it here on this page because we just figured this out, actually. So that's meaningless. But we go Come on, click the layer. Orinda. Lydia. Ryan. See, the thing is, we don't know their names. Is there a chance we could guess? Yes. We have one, which is the scepter. And we have Draxus, who I imagine is death, but that they may not even be accurate. Draxus just sounds like death, or it starts with a D. There's nothing here with the first letter. OLRJDVMD, that means nothing. Where would we find out their names? I don't believe there's been a book that tells me. I don't think it's in the Curse of Blackbridge book, but that book had a lot of just crap. I'm trying to think. There's no like angel book. I believe. Can we make it back to the greenhouse? I think the greenhouse talked about one of them, which might mean it's the one with the hoe. But we don't know which one it is without checking the greenhouse, obviously. I don't think I'm making it back. Get the watering can. Running shoes didn't work throughout that. And we lose 2 steps in the gym. So no. So I'm just going to sit here and chill for a second. While we keep theorizing. I think one of the angels is mentioned in the greenhouse book with it when the dude's crashing out. I don't recognize any of these other names, though, but I think one of them is there. We might just have to pay even closer attention now that we know the names. And we can match them if we ever see them, or I don't know. We might have to check it. We do still have to check out more books. We can check again. But a draft copy of A Red Prince is very interesting, and a draft copy or a manuscript, whatever, right, of A New Clue is very, very interesting because it could just be, Electric Boogaloo. I did make it into this room. If I get insanely lucky going, I actually don't even want to be here. Okay, no. Running shoes have departed. I think we had a break room somewhere, but not anywhere close. Okay. Well, we almost filled up the house, too, on accident, basically. We'll look in the greenhouse in the book that's hidden behind the wall for one of them. I imagine it's just the one with the hoe if it's the one in the greenhouse, but we need to mention the name, and I think the book has the name. We have their description, or at least the description I wrote down of them. Okay. So we have the hoe, the spoon, which is maybe like a shovel, or it was the cook, like a pizza peel, the pitchfork, mop, broom, saber, staff. So we believe you are Orinda. What the hell am I right? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I'll figure that out later. But we have Orinda. 8 is clearly death. I think. We can assume. And then where would we find anything about the other ones? The saber could, again, the armory is something that exists that I wish we had gotten, but we at least have Blessing of the King, which might make switching back easier. And Blessing of the King is just really good. We can use that to try to force drafting studios with blue. Work at the casino. Something like that. We have a lot to do. It's been an hour and 50 minutes, which means thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We did 2 Sanctum puzzles today, which is... it's 1/8 or 1/4. We're halfway done. We really just need to get the stupid vault. That's the most annoying one. We really need to get a vault on a day with a trading post. And then just, like... try to get vault keys. Maybe I should uncoat check the power hammer. I think its rarity has gotten less. When we got it, it was very hard to find a broken lever and a battery pack and a hammer on the same day. Now it's kind of easy. And I think we're prevented from ever finding a hammer until we uncoat check it. But we could coat check like a jackhammer to dig up a bunch of gems, or like the electromagnet to steal from the place, or one of the crowns even. There's so much we can do if we release the coat check. We could put a magnifying glass so that we can open all the mail. Something like that. I can't believe I didn't get an achievement for completing that stupid puzzle. Just... we got the deed. The deed's not written out to me. I don't know. Maybe there was something there. I don't know. But these angels seem to be the next clue, because if you find a new clue, you'll know what to do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one.